I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your man TP. Today, we will be bringing you compilation 112, and today we will be focusing on one judge, and that judge is Judge Donald Chisum out of the state of Michigan. But I am going to add some bonus footage to this compilation that will also be coming out of Michigan, and that will be out of the courtroom of Judge Shawn Perkins. Listen, these compilations have been going excellent. I feel like it's better to even add my new proceedings into a lot of these compilations, unless it just calls for that particular proceeding, if it's new, to just be by itself for whatever reason. I think this compilation format is the best, especially how YouTube is treating it and the way that it's sharing it. It seems to be working out best for everyone. So I just want to say thank you guys for your support on these compilations. Don't forget, there will be no commentary added to this compilation, and there will be chapters added for your convenience. So listen, if there's nothing else, guys, and I don't think there is, let's go ahead and jump into Judge Chisum's courtroom.
Kevon Allen, please unmute yourself and turn on your camera.
Trying to figure it out. Camera. Trying to see how to do it. Okay. Camera.
There we go. This is citation 25 RO06219, 6219A, and 6219B. The A ticket, or the first ticket, is driving on expired plates. The second ticket is driving without a proof of insurance. And the third ticket is disregarding a traffic signal. Was your vehicle insured on the third day of October when you got these tickets?
Before I can even proceed, Your Honor, I have put in for a fair Information Act, Freedom of Information Act, so I can disclose my grounds of filling this stop itself. It has not been honored. That is fraud. I have given the courts plenty time, the police station plenty time to retrieve all the information of this Freedom of Information
Let's
Act.
understand one thing, sir. You scheduled this hearing.
Yes.
This hearing is happening because you requested it. I'm asking you, was your vehicle insured on the second day of October, third day of October?
I got all this proof here, but my issue.
You can answer my question with the one word.
Yes,
yes or no.
It is. Yes,
okay.
It is. Yes, it
Do
was.
you have a certificate of Michigan no-fault insurance that was effective on the third day of October, 2025?
Yes, I have all of that proof right here.
Where is it?
Right here. Let me see if I can turn my camera. I'm about to try to turn my camera around.
Okay.
This is my insurance that was effective for that vehicle on that date. And I just told the officers that
you've moved the thing faster than I could read it, sir.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Vehicle. Now I've lost it. Mr. Allen, I think if you speak, the camera will focus on you again.
Okay. Yeah, so
we still haven't seen the document, sir.
Okay.
I see a 2414 Traverse or Chevy.
Yep.
I can't see the VIN. If you would hold it still, sir, it would really help. Can you move it? Right now, we're seeing the right side of the document, not the whole document.
I can't see it.
Mr. Allen, there is on that document a vehicle identification number.
There it is. Boom.
It ends 452, as does this one. Okay, now can you slide it over where I can see the effective dates?
There's no effective dates.
Go to the left. Go to the left a little bit. So it's 10-6.
Ticket is 10-3.
Yeah.
Can you need to speak up, sir, so that the sound of your voice will make the camera focus on you and we can see the document?
Okay. So, Your Honor, I am objecting to this.
I don't care if you're objecting now. I'm trying to read your document that you're proffering.
I'm trying to present it to you. I'm not going against the court proceedings.
I want to see the left side of the document, please.
10-6 to 4/6/2006.
10-6 of 25 to 4/6 of 26. Yeah. You have the one that was in effect 3 days before?
Yes, I've been had this insurance. But my honor, I'm still trying to have the validity of this traffic stop.
I'm not, you're the one that requested the hearing, sir, and I'm asking you
Yes.
if you have a document that shows that your vehicle was insured on the 3rd day of October. You showed me one that showed it was insured on the 6th day of October.
No, this is the printout of it here.
No.
Your Honor.
Wait a minute, Mr.
Are you
Allen.
still there?
Mr. Allen,
Yes.
do you have a certificate of insurance that covers the date October 3rd of 2025?
I have printed out that this court case is.
I didn't care about the court case you printed. I asked you a document. I've asked you if you have a document.
What
Do
I'm
you have
asking,
a document that shows that your vehicle was insured on October 3rd?
I just presented that to you, Your Honor.
You presented something to me that showed it was insured on October 6th.
This was the same information that I had previously.
You,
Yeah, he told me, Your Honor, what I asked for is the audio for this stop, because this stop has proven that
we don't need the audio for the stop to determine if your vehicle was insured.
I object to
I've
this
asked
whole
you
proceeding.
repeatedly, Mr. Allen.
I object to this proceeding.
Mr. Allen.
I'm not trying to have a difficulty with this
You
proceeding,
are
sir.
creating a difficult time for yourself because you're not responding to the questions that I've asked you. Was your vehicle insured on October 3rd?
Yes, I had insurance.
Where is the certificate of insurance that covers that date?
I don't have it with me at this time.
This is the time for the hearing, sir.
Yes. At this time, I got my registration, proof of my registration.
Mr. Allen, I don't care if you've got your birth certificate. All I want to know is where is the certificate of insurance that covers the date October 3rd?
Your Honor, what I've asked for prior to
I
the proceeding.
didn't ask you for anything.
No, I'm telling you that I cannot produce this information for you because I am having my rights of due process violated on the record, for the record, let the record reflect. I'm here as the authorized representative trying to present you with what
You're
I
not
have.
an authorized representative. You're a driver who's been cited for running a red light.
I was traveling and I wanted the proof of this running the red lights without asked for, which is the beginning of this stop. So this stop was because he said, and I have it here on the date that I put in for the paperwork for the Freedom of Information Act, which gave you enough time to prove that I ran this light. So my first stance is that my rights of due process is being violated because you all have not presented.
You do not have the right to run a light.
No, sir. I'm stating that I did not
to run a light.
I am guaranteed not to run that red light. I have proof that I did not run that red light.
We've also heard you had proof about being insured, and we haven't seen that either.
No,
where is the certificate of insurance that covers October 3rd?
What I am objecting, Your Honor.
I don't care if you're objecting. I'm asking you a question.
I
Do you
presented.
have the certificate of insurance that covers October 3rd?
I only have what I printed out, which was insurance on the vehicle, and I've showed that I have insurance and registration. But before I can proceed forward, I'm asking you to dismiss this case because I don't have you haven't presented the grounds that you have had me underneath.
I don't need to present anything to you, sir.
This gentleman has stated that I ran a red light and I asked for the proof from his dash cam program. He did not prove that. I have proven that I was stopped illegitimately and I have no ways of fighting
You
this
have
case.
not proven that, sir.
No, I am saying my statement versus his statement. I did not run a red light, Your Honor. First and foremost, Your Honor, I'm being in honor.
Hang on, we're going to take these things one at a time.
Okay, in honor of this court,
no proof of insurance. I'm asking you to stop talking.
Yes, sir. Let me stop.
We're going to deal with the tickets. The
Yes.
ticket for no proof of insurance. You've denied responsibility, but you've been unable to show a certificate of insurance that was effective on October 3rd. Instead, you showed a certificate of insurance that was effective on October 6th. It's the finding of this court that you're responsible for that civil infraction, and the fine is $175. Now we can go on to the question of whether or not the license plates on that vehicle were current. Were the plates expired on the car on October 3rd?
The validity of this stop is in question.
He doesn't.
And I'm stating that I cannot defend this case until you present your proof of the validity of this stop. I have put in for the Freedom of Information Act.
I've asked you if did you have a current?
I cannot proceed. I cannot proceed until you all.
Then we're going to ask the officer. Officer Stokes, when you stopped this vehicle, was the car plated?
Was the car plated?
Was there a license plate on the car?
Yes, there was.
Was the plate current?
It was not.
When did the plate expire?
August of 2025.
The ticket was issued on the 3rd of October. Mr. Allen, I'm going to ask you again. Was the license plate current when you were stopped?
At what I'm stating, Your Honor, I cannot even protest this stop.
Then you're found responsible.
I would like to.
The officer's testimony remains uncontroverted.
It is being protested because the validity
of this stop. You can protest all day long. You've got the right to protest. You don't have the right to just waste everybody's time, though.
I'm not trying to waste your time. What I'm stating here, Your Honor, I'm asking you, magistrate, would you listen to what I'm stating? The validity of this traffic stop is due to profiling. The gentleman decided to make a false accusation that I ran a red light to pull me over. He stated
he didn't need that accusation. He doesn't need to make an accusation. You're driving without current plates.
No, he has to prove that I ran a red light with a reason. I have proof.
No, sir, he can stop you for driving without current plates.
First off, I told him, and I'm clearly explaining to you, I was not driving at that moment. I was traveling from the dentist's office, and I'm doing this with the rights of travel, and I'm protesting that the validity
of this. But you're saying you weren't driving at the moment?
I was traveling from the dentist's office.
Were you in a car when you were traveling?
I was in my personal conveyance traveling from the dentist's office.
Were you sitting behind the steering wheel?
Sir, I'm a state citizen, and I'm trying to my best to proclaim my rights to allow you all to do your job as magistrate.
I've done my job.
I need you to validate this officer's means of stopping me. What I have asked for is proof that this officer has followed me through 90 miles an hour on the road to pull up behind me, and I thought there was an emergency, and he slid past the left lane, and he stated that I ran a red light. That is not true. The things that he asked me on camera to present at the time of trial, he said, if you can present insurance and registration, I will make sure I take care of this ticket for you. I presented insurance and I presented a registration. He said,
no, you did not.
He asked me. I presented insurance.
You presented neither. You presented insurance that was secured 3 days later.
He stated if I present insurance at that time.
Let's deal with the license plates. We've played enough on the insurance.
I have on record, sorry, if you pull up his camera records, that he did not say anything besides if you present insurance and registration at the time of the court case, I would take care of the tickets. And I have that
The
on proof.
word then current might have been forgotten by you.
No, I'm sure he stated that if I come and present that I have insurance and registration up to date, valid at the time of the court date, he would take care of the tickets. I have that in his audio. You have not given me a chance to present his audio that stated if I have insurance and registration at the time.
How can you have something in his? Do you have the audio?
I'm requesting this audio, which you all have not, which is fraud. So
I don't have any audio. Don't tell.
Okay.
Wait, you're accusing the court of fraud?
No, I'm saying it is fraud for you all not to give me.
No, we all aren't doing anything. We're just playing around with you as you want to deal with facts other than what's relevant here.
No, what's relevant is
were the plates on your car current when you were stopped? Yes or no?
I have no understanding of this court case besides me being stopped and not having my rights, being a right of due process. I'm asking you all.
Officer Stokes, would you please testify as to the citation that ends 6219B?
Is that
that's the red light?
Okay. Yeah, so I was eastbound 13 mile behind his vehicle. And when we came up to the intersection of eastbound 13 and Campbell, the light was yellow, then turned red, which he proceeded to go through the red light, at which time I activated my overhead lights, went through the intersection and pulled him over probably, I'm going to approximate it, but maybe 50 to 100 feet east of Campbell on 13 mile.
So just north of, just west of that same location at the light before, I got to pull up my printout of where I requested it at, the exact location. This officer had engaged in a high amount of speed to pull up behind me, and I was making a right turn in the construction
Mr. Allen,
area.
I don't care if he's driving a helicopter. The question that we're dealing with is whether or not you ran a red light.
And I'm guaranteed not to run it, and that's why I asked for his dash camera, and I asked for it enough time to present it. And this is the validity of his stop. If he can accuse anyone of doing any type of infraction to see if they have insurance in place and anything, and then he lies and states, if you have it at the date of the trial, I'll take care of the ticket, and I'll have that on his dash camera as well. And he don't produce any proof that if I have insurance, which I do have insurance, if I have valid registration, which I do have valid registration, he just stated, if you have it at the time of the case, I will take care of the ticket. And that's on his dash camera, he clearly stated. Anything else, me knowing, me telling you anything besides, I literally did not run this light, and I asked for the dash camera to prove it. And I gave you guys enough time to prove this validity of this stop. The stop was a profile stop, and from way to the beginning of Glendale, is right past Glendale, the light right east of Glendale, that first light, that officer sped behind me, and I watched him do at least 70 miles an hour to pull up behind me, to pull me over, and to say that I ran a red light, which I know I didn't. Traffic was directly behind me when we went through, and there was a car in front of me. And if I just asked for the dash camera to prove the validity of his stop, because this is the beginning of this whole case, is that the cop have rights to pull me over and to question me or anything due to what his camera showed, and you have not presented that. So you violated my right of due process to even go forward in this case, because you have not presented my Freedom of Information Act, which I again asked for in ahead of time. I can't even protest.
You were driving a vehicle that didn't have a current license plate.
What I'm telling you is,
that's the only reason the officer needed to stop you.
What I'm telling you is, I was traveling, and he made an accusation that I asked to be validated through his camera, and they did not present it. That's why I'm here. And I'm only asking for you all to look at the camera and to see that I didn't run a red light, so I can start fighting these tickets that you're trying to put on me. And then he said to me in his camera, if I present my registration and insurance, he will take care of the ticket. That's also on his audio. I presented it.
The reference would have been to then current. If you had insurance, but just didn't, but just not talking long enough.
Yes, I apologize.
If your vehicle would have been insured, and you just didn't have the document, the officer is telling you that if you presented the certificate of insurance, that he would have dismissed it. But
He tells me
I'm
at the
telling
date
you
of
that
court.
if you go back and get insurance a couple days later, it's going to be okay.
No, that's not what he stated. He stated
And
when we
even
have
if he
our court,
did, it wouldn't matter. The citation is what it says. It doesn't say it's a waivable.
what I'm saying
The
is,
Uniform
he asked
Traffic
me,
Citation Form provides for an
I
option of being a waivable ticket. That is not
not
on
presenting,
your matter.
not proceeding in this, not presenting the Freedom of Information Act information I asked for, his dash camera, proof of the validity of the stop, all the way to his things that he asked for. I need that, and that's the only way I can proceed in this case. I'm asking you to
That's
dismiss this
not
case.
true. Mr. Allen, it is
How can
not
I?
true
How can I
that
prove
you
the
can
reason he
show.
stopped me? If he stopped me for speeding, sir, and I asked for proof from his dash or anything of speeding, and then you can't prove that, but then all of a sudden you got I had no seatbelt on and all the rest.
No,
All
we're
these
talking
lies and
about a
admissions.
license plate that's out of date. That is the license plate being less than current justifies any traffic stop.
The
Nobody is
officer,
going to drive in front of a policeman with no current license plate and not expect to be stopped.
the officer profiled me by speeding up a
He-
quarter mile behind me to stop me, and then say that I ran a red light, which I did
And
not
you're
do.
saying that he profiled you because of a racial issue, but you're a quarter mile in front of him and he can tell what your
Yes,
race
and
is. That
yes,
is
he
absolutely
saw me
preposterous.
at the turning light when I made a right. He was at the intersection. When I made my right, he looked at me right in my face, and I turned right, and then he sped up, and I'm asking for that proof that he actually sped behind me to cause me to be pulled over. I did not run no light, so I need to see the proof of
Mr.
that light
Allen, I
that I
will
got.
tell you that I do not believe your testimony that you didn't run the light.
There was
Whether
I
it's
have my children, and
intentional fabrication or not, I'm not addressing. What I am saying is I don't believe the
sir, I have
fact
no
that you
records
didn't
of
run the light.
I have no record of having even traffic violations, no problems of speeding, running red lights, or anything of the sort. There was an intersection that had construction at that time. When I started to make the right, I stopped at the light because I was making a right, but there was construction there. I did not make that right. When the light turned right after,
Mr. Allen,
I went
did
straight.
you not tell me that you've never had a ticket?
No, I'm saying you don't see me having tickets of running red light, doing anything of that nature.
And you said you don't have tickets for speeding. And you
No,
do have tickets for speeding.
we have all possibly made
You
one
also
or
have
two.
tickets for not having insurance when you're driving.
Those were new vehicles. That was only when I bought a new vehicle. That was
So
the
it's
one
okay
time
to
I had.
speed if you got a new vehicle, and they're 3 years apart.
No,
Mr. Allen,
I'm not authorizing speed at
there's
all.
no doubt in my mind, as I sit here, that you ran the red light. There's no doubt in my mind that you did not have your car insured on the 3rd day of October. And there's no doubt in my mind that the plates were not current on your plate on that day. I believe your plates were not current. The fine for the plates is $130. The fine for the no insurance is $175. The fine for running the red light is $150. These can be paid online or by mail or at the courthouse
Well,
counter.
I'm objecting to this, Your Honor. I
That's
understand
fine.
your
You
fine.
have the right to
I
object.
actually
And
told
you
you
can
all
object any
that I'm a
time you
state
want.
citizen, and you
And
guys have.
We're good.
Good.
Mr. Simpson,
I go by Matthew Aaron Simpson, the person that you're speaking on, I don't recognize.
you go by Matthew Simpson, correct?
I go by Matthew Aaron Simpson, but the name that you're speaking on behalf of, I don't recognize.
Name that I'm speaking of on behalf of.
Yes, I'm the executor of the illegis.
Oh, you are.
I'm the agent majority. I'm not a minor. I'm competent. And I would like to declare that I, Matthew Aaron Simpson, would like to state on the oath, on the record, that I am declaring a national non-citizen.
Well, your status as a citizen is not really central to these events that bring us here. What brings us here is the fact that you owe money to the court for two
Nobody
different
cares.
matters, one from
I don't
2022, the other from 2024, a total $480. I'm going to recall the warrant for your arrest. How did you come to be arrested?
I don't recognize.
Who brought you to the jail?
I don't recognize.
Your Honor, if I may, I'm appointed this morning for arraignment purposes only, and I know that Mr. Simpson does not wish me to represent him, and obviously that's up to him. But I will let the court know that I did check the inmate screen, and it looks like the 44th District Court is the only matter holding him currently. And he also has a warrant out of Grosse Pointe Farms for a traffic arrest, but this is the only thing in Oakland County, it appears.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Simpson, it really doesn't matter what you recognize or don't recognize, because you're dealing with the power of the government, whether you recognize that government or not. So what we have to do here is figure out how to negotiate a path for you, whether you recognize the power or not. And the fact that you owe this money to the court appears to be the only thing keeping you in jail. It is not the intent of the court to have you be in jail for $480.
I understand that according to
Where do you stay now, sir?
On Earth.
Where do you stay?
On Earth.
On Earth. You have a particular spot on Earth?
No.
Do you have any spot that you have mail sent where you can get mail that's addressed to you?
I don't recognize.
Simpson, you're not making this easy on yourself. You're creating difficulty for yourself.
I don't have a.
Where do you get your mail?
I don't have a place of residence.
Where do you get your mail?
I don't.
Who feeds you?
Who feeds me?
Yeah, who feeds you? When you're not in jail, how do you eat?
I put food in my mouth.
Okay. Where do you get the food?
Earth.
Do you have employment?
I don't recognize.
Does anybody pay you for working for them?
I don't recognize.
Well, you recognize the fact that you're behind bars now, do you not?
I don't recognize.
Reset the show cause. And the bond is $480 cash.
I don't recognize.
You can recognize or not. Doesn't change the fact that you're not going to get out of jail until $480 has been paid on your behalf. Whether you recognize that authority or not, it's happening.
I'm an executor of Matthew.
You can be an executor, or you can be an executor. It doesn't matter. There's $480 needs to be on the table before you release. We're done.
I would like to put that into my foreign trust.
You can do whatever you like, sir.
I get the impression that he may be filing a special appearance on behalf of a sovereign citizen.
Ducky. Okay, we've got Mr. Myrick back. This is 25-00183. People of the City of Berkeley versus Kamash Daku Myrick.
Magistrate, I'm just going to acknowledge my presence for the record. Patrick Gagnick. I'm here as appointed counsel on behalf of the arraignment docket this morning. I did speak to Mr. Myrick in private. I did explain to him he does have the right to counsel. I explained to him, obviously, that right. He's indicated to me unequivocally that he does not want counsel. Mr. Myrick, is that a fair statement?
That is a fair statement.
So with that said, I'm here and present, but with that, I believe Mr. Myrick will address the court on his own behalf.
Mr. Myrick, you have the right to decline counsel. You also have the right to change your mind. If you do, just notify the court.
Yes, sir.
You've been charged in this citation that was issued on the 22nd day of January at about 5:58 in the morning with driving in the city of Berkeley on Henley near Franklin Street while your license to do so was suspended. Driving on a suspended license is a crime for which you could be incarcerated up to 93 days and or fined $500. You have a right to a trial. Trial can be before a judge or a jury. You can act as your own attorney or you can be represented by counsel. If you cannot afford to retain your own attorney, an attorney can be appointed for you. You'd have the right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you. You'd have the right to testify yourself or not to testify. In the event that you choose not to testify, your silence cannot be used against you. You have the right to be presumed innocent until you're proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
No, sir. I don't even understand the charges here.
The charge is driving a car on the streets of the city of Berkeley while you're not licensed. You're suspended. That's the allegation.
Well, I totally understand, and I would love to plead, Your Honor. But before I have some questions on the record before moving forward and concerning the subject matter of the jurisdiction and the nature and cause of the action that's brought against me.
The nature of the cause brought against you is a criminal charge.
Okay.
Alleging that you were operating a motor vehicle on the streets of the city of Berkeley while your driver's license was suspended by the Michigan Secretary of State. That is the nature of the charges brought against you.
Thank you, Your Honor. For the record, are you saying that these are criminal charges?
Yeah.
Okay, Your Honor. Further, that brings a little bit more confusion for me because under the Constitution, there are two criminal jurisdictions. One is under the common law, and the other one is under admiralty, and that's a military tribunal venue. And under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17. Which one of these criminal jurisdictions am I being brought on charges under?
Mr. Myrick, your perception as to the nature of the Constitution and its implications is grossly distorted. You're not dealing with reality.
Objection, Your Honor.
You can object all day long, but the bottom line is that what you are alleged with doing is a crime, and you are facing criminal prosecution here with a potential jail sentence of 93 days. Now, this isn't complicated. If you want to come up with words that don't make sense, keep talking. But the bottom line is that there's no correlation with what's going on here and admiralty law whatsoever. And the common law is a civil concept. We have statutes in the state of Michigan, as do all 50 of the states. The federal courts have statutes, and common law is a civil thing. There's no common law crimes.
Exactly. So you've ruled out the common law, Your Honor. So the other criminal jurisdiction that I can be brought in charges under is under admiralty, and that is a military tribunal.
There is no basis in law or fact for the conclusion that you stated, sir.
Your Honor, you
need
said
a
that
lawyer.
I'm under a criminal. This is a criminal charge, correct?
Yeah.
So which of the two criminal
You
jurisdictions
haven't heard
are
what
you
I've said,
bringing in?
sir. This is not a matter of having the two choices that you have spoken to.
Wow.
You are misreading the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Michigan, and the statutes that are brought against you here. There's
Well-
nothing to do with admiralty. You weren't in a boat.
Well, Your Honor, you too have a sworn oath of office, correct?
I am sworn to uphold the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Michigan, and the statutes related thereto. And that means that I'm not going to.
So you do have a Sixth Amendment obligation to inform me of what jurisdiction.
And I think I
that you are
have done
bringing
that.
in.
I have told you that the people of the city of Berkeley have brought charges against you.
Well, Your Honor, the people is not a person. If I'm being brought up under criminal charges, there needs to be a corpus delicti, which there isn't. So I'm asking you.
Do you know any other legal words? Why don't you just mix and match them here?
Well, this
Maybe
is,
you could get a Department of Labor form and read a couple lines of that into this record too. Or maybe you'd like to deal with the probate code. But the reality, sir, is that you've been charged with a city ordinance violation. It's clear what the ordinance says. It's clear what you've been charged with. You have a right to be presumed innocent, and you have a right to a trial. We're going to set this for pre-trial before the trial. You'll be notified by mail. Do you still live on Mendota?
I do, but I have.
What is your phone number?
I'm not issued a plea, Your Honor.
I have entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
I object.
What is your phone number?
You cannot
sir?
enter a plea. I do not. I have not entered a plea.
I just did.
Your Honor.
What is your phone number?
There is no plea that you can enter in because I didn't voluntarily enter in the plea, Your Honor. I'm asking you, Your Honor.
You want me to enter a plea of guilty?
Under the two jurisdictions that
There's not two jurisdictions.
There's only two jurisdictions that I can be charged under the Constitution,
no, that's,
Your Honor.
Mr. Myrick, that's what your conclusion that there's only two jurisdictions here is absolutely without merit.
Your Honor, you said that this is a criminal charge. I'm asking you, Your Honor.
I'm asking you what your phone number is. Let's get down to basics here. You're making this very hard on yourself.
Your Honor, I
What's
have
your
the
phone
right
number?
to assert my right, Your Honor. And
What
I am
is your
asking
phone
you,
number?
Your Honor?
What is your phone number?
My phone number, Your Honor, is.
Yes, I'd like to know it.
Your Honor, we haven't even established what jurisdiction we're in.
We have, I have established that. I told you it's the people of the city of Berkeley that brought the charges against you.
Your Honor,
you said that three times now.
You stated on the record that these were criminal charges, Your Honor. I need to have an understanding. By the Constitution, Your Honor, there are only two criminal charges.
Where does the Constitution say you have to have an understanding?
Say again, Your Honor?
Where does the Constitution say you have to have an understanding?
By the Sixth Amendment, Your Honor. The
Sixth Amendment says you have to
right
understand. The Sixth Amendment can't make you understand if you're being unreasonable.
But, Your Honor, I have the right to understand what jurisdiction that I'm being brought under, and you have an obligation to inform me of that jurisdiction, Your Honor.
Which I have done about 17
times.
By the
Constitution, under Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, Your Honor.
Mr. Myrick, your bond is $1,000 cash or surety. It must be paid within 48 hours or there'll be a warrant issued for your arrest.
Your Honor.
That's done. We're through. Good luck.
Your Honor.
Get your own lawyer.
Your Honor, you have not given me a jurisdiction, Your Honor.
I've given you a jurisdiction 4 times. I'm not going to waste any more time.
Your Honor, I think you there was a disconnection or something.
No, I disconnected you. If you want to continue, come to the courthouse, sir.
Your Honor,
Come to
Um,
the courthouse if you want to continue the
I-
conversation.
I would like to move for dismissal.
I
Your
would like, it's not gonna be,
I would
no,
like to move.
you're gone.
She's the genie for chocolate. Oh my God. Oh, we're recording that. That's great.
Are you driving, sir? Are you driving?
Who, me?
Mr. Glenn, Rondelle Glenn?
Yeah, man, I'm sitting out in the sun, buddy. I'm trying to grab me something to eat.
All right, don't drive in court.
I'm not gonna be driving, buddy, when I'm in court, all right? Just call me.
No, listen, I'm not your buddy, okay? First of all, but at the end of the day, if you're driving right now, you're not supposed to be driving, okay?
Yeah, but how long am I gonna be sitting here? I haven't spoke to no defense attorney.
I don't know how long you're gonna be sitting there. You're waiting. If you came on time, you would have heard me. I said I'm gonna try to get you out as fast as I
It's all
can.
good, man. Listen, it's all good.
Listen, don't cut me off. Are you driving your car right now?
I'm gonna park my car, but man, I can't be sitting out
I'm
in the
putting you
sun.
out,
You know
I'm
what I'm
putting
saying?
you out of the room.
Putting me out of the room.
Yes, for driving in court. All right? Come back when you get in a safe location. Right, Mr. Rondelle Glenn's license, please. City of Detroit versus Rondelle Glenn, case number SP 11-54208, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 11-54212, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 14-82930, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 172-0494, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 172-0600, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 172-0615, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 173-0688, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 173-0696-1. State of Michigan versus Rondelle Glenn. Case number SX 3397163-1. SX 3630039, 1, SX 3639504, 1, 18443135, 1. Appearance for the record, please.
Attorney Gaten Robinson on behalf of Mr. Rondelle Glenn. Mr. Glenn, please state your name for the record.
Mr. Rondelle Glenn.
Your Honor, I don't know how many tickets that was you just read off. I only have 3 on my docket.
Yeah, Mr. Glenn doesn't have any respect for the court. I see he's exhibited disrespect for the court, and he's
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. What you talking about?
You wait a minute. You wait a minute.
I'm going to the judicial tender commission.
You
That's
wait
it.
a minute.
I don't want you to remove yourself from my case, bro.
Listen,
I'm 58
there
years
he
old.
is. That's the
I don't know
disrespect
what it is
I'm
about
talking
me and you, bro.
That's the disrespect.
Mr.
I'm
Glenn,
talking.
can you please be quiet for one? Mr. Glenn, as the attorney who's trying to help you, can you please be quiet for a moment? The first issue that you have is you should not be driving on Zoom. Park the car, please. You cannot drive on Zoom. This is the definition of distracted driving.
He should not be driving at all. He's already indicated to the court that he's driving when he was driving while in court. I asked Mr. Glenn that he's driving. He said he's driving to go in to get something to eat, I believe. So now
Mr. Glenn wasn't driving. Somebody was driving for me. I'm with somebody. What do you mean? What do you mean, man?
I'm gonna order Mr. Glenn.
I'm 58 years old, bro. Look,
Mr. Glenn,
yourself from my
I'm
case,
trying to help you. Can you please just wait a
all
minute?
these tickets from 20 years ago when it's only 3. You know what I'm saying? That's something.
Sir, stop, Mr. Glenn. Stop, so I can help you. I'm trying my very best to help you. You got a chip on your shoulder, but it's not. Sir, give me a minute. I'm gonna try to take you in a breakout room and talk to you before you make your circumstance worse. Just be quiet until you get there, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Glenn, after you finish talking to him, I'm gonna give him a pretrial date for tomorrow. Mr. Glenn has to come into court in person.
Fine. I'm going to the Judicial Tenure Commission because you're very impartial. You're not about to try to embarrass me in court like
Mr.
that, man.
Glenn, stop.
Reading out all
Mr.
those tickets
Glenn,
when we only got 3.
just ask you to be
Listen,
quiet so I can help you.
I'm going to file a complaint
That's
today.
fine. You can do whatever you want,
You're
but
not about to try to
do you want
embarrass
my
me
help,
like that
yes
and be
or no?
disrespectful to me and think I'm gonna sit up and take that.
Mr.
What's wrong
Glenn,
with him? Man, you
Mr.
tripping.
Glenn,
And he come to
Your
court
Honor,
properly
can I please?
dressed. Don't come to court in a sleeveless shirt. Come to court properly dressed.
Your Honor, can I please have a moment to talk to Mr. Glenn? I muted you because you're not making it better. Just be quiet.
It doesn't matter what you say to him. He's gonna take an anger management class too.
Your Honor, I'm gonna move Mr. Glenn to another breakout room.
Very good.
He's the Motorola device.
Yes, move past the matter. Tell him to come to court properly dressed, Ms. Gates.
Mr. Glenn, you should have a prompt to come to go to breakout room 5. Go to breakout room 5. Look at your device, Mr. Glenn. You should have a prompt on your screen to go to breakout room 5. Just click OK. All right, Mr. Glenn, I'm gonna send you a different prompt. Just when you see the room number pop up, please just click OK. You're going to room 8.
All right, let's pass
Just
the matter.
click OK.
In person tomorrow, Miss. Let's
I
pass
understand,
the
Your
matter.
Honor.
Let's
You
go
want him
back
here
on-
at 9 a.m.?
No, 8:30.
Am I releasing him?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to. But...
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. He's not gonna get too far anyway.
He's coming in on Zoom or he's coming in on court.
Now I get. You said what? You are making it viral. Who's it going? This is what he wants to make himself.
I got his attention. He's aware that we're trying to pull him back into the breakout room. I'm about to send him a prompt. I mean, into the main session. I'm about to send him a prompt.
I'm trying to get him in the main. I close the rooms.
Okay.
Now, if he keeps it up, he'll find himself in contempt.
Your Honor, I'm trying to save him, but.
And I know it's probably going to be ordered as a transcript. So can y'all please talk at one time at a time?
Well, good luck. Good luck. You can get the video.
Sure.
All right. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Glenn. Mr. Glenn, let me say something to you, sir. Start your video, please.
I got it going. Get it straight now. Get it straight, bro. I simply wanted to come in and plead not guilty. But
So, Mr. Glenn, I asked you to stop talking to the judge like he's your friend or somebody on the street. You would not talk to another judge in a different jurisdiction like that. He's not your bro. He's Judge Perkins.
Now, let me stop. Right.
I'm trying to help you, Mr. Glenn. You're making it worse.
Stop, Ms. Gaten Robinson, please. Mr. Glenn, let's get this understanding. First of all, I'm not your bro, okay? Yeah, I'm the judge, Mr. Perkins, but I'm not your bro, okay? Second,
I know you're not.
No, I didn't ask you to speak. Don't talk while I'm talking. Secondly, if you continue to act out like you've been doing, I'm gonna have no choice but to hold you in contempt of court, okay? And I don't want to do that. I'm trying to exercise the utmost restraint with you. Now, third, I called those cases into the record to be as a matter of judicial economy. I don't know when you got those tickets. I don't care when you got those tickets. I try to do that for the benefit of you, so you don't have to keep coming back to court multiple times, and you don't have these warrants sitting out here on you, okay? That's why I called those cases into the record. That's my choice to do that. and I called the cases into the record for the court and for your benefit, so you don't have to keep coming back to court, okay? So.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm gonna let you speak. Let me finish. You're gonna come into court in person tomorrow at 8:30. I want you properly dressed. You can say what you want to do what you want to say. If you don't appear, then a lot of people don't show up. That's what the court has to say. Now, you want to talk? Go ahead and speak.
Okay. So I'm sorry about calling you bro. Okay. But I didn't think that you would get impartial and start, you were supposed to be here early. I'm 58 years old. Okay. So I'm kind of tech challenged, but I called down and I got in. Okay. I was late, but I got in, but it's just the way you was talking to me, that had me like, damn, like, I don't really want to go in front of this guy here, man. Plus I know Todd. So that's another reason why. Okay. So I was just asking if you could just recruit yourself. Then I found out some other stuff that's something, that's going on. Some news is going on right now. I don't want to be a part of that. I just want to go to another courtroom. If we could do it like that, then we good. Then I don't have to go down to the Judicial Tenure Commission, file a 3-page report. You know what I'm saying? Just recruit me from your courtroom. That's all I'm asking you.
So, Mr. Glenn.
On the grounds of, maybe not because I don't think you're impartial, but.
Let me finish. Let him go ahead and finish.
Okay. Maybe not because I felt you were being impartial, but let's not say that. But I do know Todd personally. Been knowing Todd for a long time. So that's another issue. Not the other issue about what's going on with you now, but I'm just asking the court, please, just recruit yourself or just send me to another judge, and I appreciate it.
All right, let me. I'm not going to send you to another judge. I want you to come down tomorrow morning at 8:30. I accept your apology about the bro situation. I didn't hold you being late against you because I did let you in the room. As long as I'm sitting here, I question why people are late. I understand now why you're late. You told me you're not as tech savvy as other people, and that was it. You also were driving in court. You admitted to that. You have a
no. So let's clear that up. Listen, I have a business.
It's cleared up in the court's eyes. It's cleared up in the court's eyes. It's all being recorded. It's on transcript. You admitted to that. Okay. So let's
say whatever you want.
I let you speak. And I'm speaking. I said, do not interrupt the court. All right. So this is it. We're not going to keep going back and forth. I'm going to let you go about your day. But come down tomorrow morning in person, and you can go to the Judicial Tenure Commission. That is your full right. You can go to the Chief Judge, but I'm not going to sit here and have you yelling at my staff or anything, okay?
Your Honor,
listen, I'm not a
Mr. Glenn, please give me one moment. Please, I've been begging you since the beginning of our interaction. I'm trying to help you. Just be quiet.
Right. I should have brought my boy Blake in here. I wouldn't have all this.
Okay, so one moment, Your Honor. I explained to Mr. Glenn that he does have to be at court tomorrow morning at 8:30. I did also indicate to him that it's his absolute right to retain an attorney. If he is not able to retain an attorney, then he can ask for an appointed attorney tomorrow. Because he is here for misdemeanor matters, he is entitled to counsel. If he wants to pay his own counsel or ask for counsel tomorrow, that is his right. But I'm making it clear that Mr. Glenn is aware of his right to have counsel tomorrow at court.
All right.
If Mr. Glenn come to court, he's coming with all the news coverage. Okay, so we just want to make sure everything is good.
We'll see you in the morning at 8:30. Make sure you look good for the news.
I want another judge, and I make it with another attorney.
Okay. One at a time. Court reporters.
Put your good suit on. We don't care about you coming with the media. Look good for the media. Put your suit on.
I don't want you. You know what? As a matter of fact, you're on ineffective counsel too. So I'm good. We're gonna reschedule that.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Let's handle it like this.
Stop it, Miss.
Have a wonderful day.
Don't say any more, Miss Robinson, please. Mr. Glenn, that's it, okay? I'll let you make your record. Come on down tomorrow morning, all right? You're muted. You're muted now. Unmute him, please. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. All right.
Let me do what I gotta do. Okay. Yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
Peace and luck to you, sir.
Yep. Take care.
All right.
I'm not threatening you. Say one more word and that's 30 days. 30 days.